Lin-Manuel Miranda, I would say you don't sound like the easiest of children. You recently tweeted some letters. These are genius. These are letters you wrote to your parents
from summer camp. Yeah.
OK. So the first one's kind of a form letter. So it's hi from camp, dear mum and dad, how are you? In hell. Okay. Yesterday, I realised that my tent was full of morons.
Oh, my God.
Today, these really annoying kids are bugging me.
Yeah.
Tomorrow, excruciating, boring class begins. I can't wait to go home. Please send me some Mad magazine, something like that. Love, Lin Miranda. P.S. The kids are OK if you get used to them. Now, this next one is all his own work. This contains drawings and all sorts. It's on Garfield paper. You should know he's taking it seriously.
Yes.
Dear family, hi, remember me? I'm the kid you ditched in the woods for a month. You know how we hardly ever go to Mass? Well, I go every Sunday. Here's a picture to remind you of me. And it's you jumping off a building. I didn't like that. But then the weird thing is, you did get out of camp.
I did. It was the performance of my life. I'm not proud of it as an adult, and if my kids ever ask about it, I'll deny it. But I faked a spinal injury.
Oh, my goodness.
To get out of camp. There was a kid who hurt his back and got to go home, and I went, huh. And then the next day, I was alone with a friend of mine. I threw myself on the floor. I pretended I couldn't feel my legs. And I was rushed to the hospital. And I had to keep up this performance all summer. And I had a fake limp. And I had x-rays at Bellevue Hospital in New York City. But I went home. I got to go home.
Yeah. Was it your eldest son? He was on set.
Yeah, he was on set. I brought him for every musical number. So he has a very skewed view of what his dad does for a living. He sees Big Ben and goes, "Daddy climbs that for work." But it was magical because he was 2 turning 3 when we were making this movie, and they're very formative sort of memories for him.
And also the physical sets. It wasn't all CGI or anything.
Oh, it was nearly all physical sets.
Yeah, he was on Cherry Tree Lane. He was,
on
the Big Ben
the big Triple Little Light Fantastic.
Yeah, our kids sort of explored all that together. That was really magical.
But you already must have been quite a cool dad because of your Disney associations.
Yeah, I was a Moana dad for a while.
Yeah, you wrote the music for Moana.
Yeah.
Yeah. But the thing is, that's got to get you brownie points at home.
It does, and that was his first movie, so it was a lot of "you're welcome" around the house. That's the kind of song you can only write for Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, because only he could get away with it, and you're like, what a charming man. He's the only person who could pull off that.
He is an amazing charmer. You've just worked with him, haven't you?
I did just work with him, yes. Yeah. We did. We just had dinner with him last night. It was really fun.
What does The Rock eat?
Well, a sort of like gruel, sort of hash-like.
Yes, it was a combination of... It was very different from what we were eating.
Yes.
What was it?
Well, he sort of has one big
sit?
cheat night a week. Yeah, he sat. Yeah,
because when he worked with me, he didn't... It was like he was burning calories while eating lunch. And he would sort of stand and eat this giant chicken. I was like, do you want to sit? And he was like, no, man, I'm good.
But last night, he relaxed.
Yeah.
For his party.
He loves tequila, though.
Oh, does he?
Oh, yeah.
Good old Rock.
Yeah, absolutely. Good old Rock.
I don't know why I dropped the, but anyway. I know him so well. I just call him Rock, no the. Now, to all your famous co-stars and celebrities and things, I imagine Lin-Manuel Miranda, there isn't a famous person in the world who hasn't been to see Hamilton.
True.
Yeah, and... I mean, when you were on Broadway, was it just every night there was a huge...
You were scared of getting sick and calling out. I got sick once in the year I performed it, and I missed Beyonce and Jay-Z. Yeah, that's what I said. And I was like pulling the IV out of my arm, I had a fever of 104, and my wife was like, stay in bed. I was like, I could do it. You just couldn't miss because it was like the internet came to the show every night.
And when you first brought it to the UK, you were joined in the audience by someone very famous, Prince Harry and Meghan. Yeah, I know. So how does that happen?
I look very relaxed.
Whoa. Yes.
This is going fine.
I'm loving this evening.
Meghan's having a great time.
Yeah. They're really like
They'd been before,
so
actually. Yeah. They were fans of the show. They'd actually seen the show sort of secretly a few months prior in sort of a little secret box. I mean, it's the Victoria Theatre. That's his great-great-great-great-grandmother's theatre, so he knows secret ways in.
Yeah. and of course, George III is... That must be... What is
His
that?
sixth great-grandpa.
How weird. And then he's... So he's...
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I'm really glad he didn't take it personally. we do take the piss a bit out of King George III.
Have you guys all seen it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Saw it 4 times.
Get you.
I know. I know. Mega fan.
I've got to take my mum. I've got to talk to you about that. Okay.
Is that... Actually, we were laughing about this. Is that your life, just people asking you for tickets to Hamilton?
Yeah, for the most part. And I'd rather that than me busking outside, because I've been that guy too. I've been busking at the Edinburgh Fringe, being like, please see our show. So I like this better.
Yeah. And you are going back into it.
Yes, I'm playing Hamilton in January in Puerto Rico.
In Puerto Rico. And I'm a big thing, but in English?
Yes, in English. It's a third national tour that we're basically inaugurating and debuting there, except that all of the funds will go to artists and arts organizations struggling to recover from Hurricane Maria.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. And when you say you're going back into it, like, at this point, can you just rock up, or do you have to go...
Kind of.
Oh, you can?
I was scared when I saw it with the Duke and Duchess because Megan knew the lyrics slightly better than I did. I was trying to mouth along, and I couldn't get it all. But I've been studying. I think I can do it now. I think I'm ready.
And are there bits that you always kind of dread, that they're a bit... You know, even you wrote it, but are there a bit sort of tongue-twisty?
Yeah,
kind of...
yeah. Well, Hamilton's first big song in the show is called My Shot, and it is the biggest sort of meal in terms of lyrics. And if you can get through that, you've got the show. It's sort of like the way Hamlet's like 6 major monologues. It's like, if you can get My Shot, you've got it.
Can I poke you with a stick and you can do a little tiny bit?
I could try.
Oh, go on, go on.
I have to stand. Can I
Stand, yes. Yes.
I won't remember if I'm sitting.
Okay, dance.
I'm gonna get a scholarship to King's College. I probably shouldn't brag, but dag, I'm amazed and astonished. The problem is I got a lot of brains but no polish. I gotta holler just to be heard with every word. I drop knowledge. I'm a diamond in the rough. A shiny piece of coal trying to reach my goal. My power of speech unimpeachable. Only 19, but my mind is older. These New York City streets get colder. I shoulder every burden, every disadvantage I've learned to manage. I don't have a gun to brandish. I walk these streets famished. The plan is to fan this spark into a flame. But damn, it's getting dark, so let me spell out the name. I am the A-L-E-X-A-N-D-E-R. We are meant to be a colony that runs independently. Meanwhile, Britain keeps shitting on us endlessly. Essentially, they tax us relentlessly. Then King George turns around and runs a spending spree, and he ain't ever gonna set his descendants free. So there will be a revolution in this century. And to me, he says in parentheses, don't be shocked when your history book mentions me. I will lay down my life if it sets us free. Eventually, you'll see my ascendancy, and I am not throwing away my shot. It's something like that.
Oh. Wow!
I got it. It's there.
You got it.
Okay.
Drink. Now drink.
Yeah. And it's like...
Take it down.
Yeah. You weren't that good.